Hello, my name is Raymond Gibbons from BMS Accountants. If short-term cash flow is a problem for your business, then this video will help. Today, I'd like to talk about constructing a 13-week cash flow that'll help you, the business owner, get back in control of your cash. At the end of the video, free of charge and with absolutely no obligation, you'll be able to get a copy of the actual 13-week cash flow template. Enjoy the video.
And so here is the actual 13-week cash flow. You'll notice that I've pre-populated the cash flow with certain expected payments that Sample Company will be making over the next 13 weeks. This is merely to save us time in actually constructing the cash flow for this demonstration. Also, you'll notice there are 3 worksheets. The first one, the summary sheet, is the actual 13-week cash flow itself. The second sheet is an analysis of your sales and debtors, that is, your customers, how much they owe you and when you expect to be paid by them. The third sheet is an analysis of your suppliers and overheads, and how much you owe them and when you expect to pay them. The next thing we want to do is put in the correct date. So as I said to you, I generally do this cash flow on a Monday morning. So we're going to bring this up to date and change this to the week beginning the 24th of February. You notice when I make the change now that when I hit enter, the dates will all subsequently move up 1 week. This little formula just saves you a little bit of time. The owner of Sample Company has checked his bank accounts and he's determined that in his main bank account he has a balance of €6,567 and we're going to enter that here. He has a second bank account with €4,000 in it and we enter that there. It may well be a tax account. So his starting balance is €10,567 for the week beginning the 24th of February. He now needs to enter his cash inflows or income for the next 13 weeks. If you look at this particular cell, you'll see that it has a formula directing us to sales and debtors. So we're going to click that tab now and we go into the sales and debtors and we'll see firstly that the dates are still the 24th that we changed on the main cash flow, but also that Sample Company has 9 customers and they owe the following: €5,000, €1,000, customer number 5 will owe €5,000, and let's say that customer number 7, he'll owe €2,000. So he's due a total of €13,000 in week beginning the 24th of February. And if we click into the summary sheet here, you'll see that the €13,000 is being pulled into the main cash flow. To save a bit of time, I'm going to paste the rest of the expected cash inflows for the next 12 weeks for Sample Company. And they'll total €86,000. That's what he's due in or expecting to get in over the next 13 weeks. As just a pointed note, I have a small formula here. If Sample Company were operating on a cash receipts basis, I would be able to calculate the VAT due on those particular lodgements at the standard rate of VAT or the reduced rate for that matter if necessary. Back in the summary cash flow, you'll notice that all of the cash inflows are now in line 10, income. We're going to enter the payroll details for Sample Company now, and the formula here directs us to line D54, which is just below here. So let's drop down. So what we'll see here is that Sample Company have 4 staff members. And the first staff member, well, he's paid €750. The second is paid €350. The third is paid €350. And the fourth is paid €220. Now these are fixed amounts. So we can copy these across for the next 12 weeks. And we've updated the cash flow with our 13 weeks wages. These amounts will now be in the main body of the cash flow, which we'll see in a moment. Sample Company pay to the Revenue Commissioners in Ireland fixed amounts on the 28th of every month for VAT and PAYE. And so we're going to enter these here, €2,800 and €2,200 respectively. These are paid on the 28th of every month, so we have to enter them in on the week beginning the 23rd of March and then on the week beginning the 27th of April. And then finally, we will be entering them in on week beginning the 25th of May. Now, when we go up into the main body of the cash flow, we're going to see that this €5,000 per month to revenue and the wages of €1,670 a week are now in the main body of the cash flow. And there they are. Equally, Sample Company pays subsistence or travel and subsistence to staff members on a monthly basis. And it's €200 a month. And I've already entered those amounts here. You can see them going in for the last week of every month. And the total for the cash flow is €800. There are no corporation tax or income tax payments due out over the next 13 weeks. There are, however, monthly credit card payments of €1,200 on average due out on the last week of every month. And so I've entered those amounts into the last week for February, March, April and May, and we can see those there. Equally, there are rent payments of €800 due out on the last week of every month by Sample Company. And so again, these are just entered into the appropriate weeks, the last week of February, March, April and May. Moving on to the creditors, you'll notice a formula there that directs us to the Standing Orders and Creditors tab. So let's go in there and have a look at these. A simple formula means that the dates in here have changed automatically to ensure they're the same as on the main cash flow page. You can have any number of suppliers and overheads that you wish in here. This is just a small sample just to show you what can be done with the cash flow. So I've put in here what Sample Company expect to be making by way of payments to suppliers and overheads over the next 13 weeks, and it totals €48,680. When we go back into the main summary page, you'll see that these payments are identical to what's on this page, and here they are here, €48,680. There's a couple of more things to fill in here. Sample Company on the 11th of every month pay a loan of €550, so we need to enter these figures here. There's going to be 3 payments going out, as you can see. Then Sample Company make pension payments of €600 a month on the 22nd. So we go to the week beginning the 16th of March here and we enter the €600, and then the week beginning the 20th of April and so on. Finally, we enter the bank charges and bank interest that are paid quarterly, and they're due out on the 25th of March. So we go to the week beginning the 23rd of March and we enter €180 for the bank charges and €110 for the bank interest. And that's our cash flow complete for this 13-week period. With a bit of practice, it'll get a lot easier. But in the main, it's a simple way of actually getting an idea and an understanding of just what payments are due into your business over the next 13 weeks and what payments are due out. And it's this level of control that as business owners, it's what we're after. We don't want to be continuously reacting to situations such as suppliers ringing up demanding payment. We want to be able to look ahead and to be able to plan accordingly with our cash. We need to know if we're going to be hitting times when there is insufficient cash in our bank account, and to be able to plan for those occasions and to put in place a strategy that will ensure we're able to manage these particular situations that arise from time to time for all business owners. So let's examine the cash flow of Sample Company in a little bit more detail. As we scroll down through the cash flow, we'll come to a line that shows you total receipts less payments. And what this is telling us is if we actually spent more than what we took in on a given week. Where the figures are in red, it means that we've actually spent more money than we have actually taken in. You can see that clearly on week beginning the 24th and week beginning the 9th of March. The closing bank balance then is the amount of money that's left in your bank account. And for the first few weeks up to the 23rd of March, that is, Sample Company appear to have sufficient funds. On the week 30th of March, it takes a little bit of a turn for the worse, where they slip into an overdraft position. Now, provided they have an overdraft facility in place with their bank, this might not be too bad. And if it's short term, that's fine. That's what an overdraft is there for. And in this particular instance, we can see that Sample Company have an overdraft of €10,000 in place with their bank. This means that they do have funds still available to them of approximately €8,700, i.e. the difference between their maximum overdraft and their current bank position. Now that's all fine and well and good, but if we go out a couple of weeks to the week beginning the 27th, what we can actually see here is that the overdraft position gets gradually worse and they go to €13,000, which is above their current overdraft facility. And this is where it becomes a little bit of a problem, because now we have to work this cash flow to ensure that this situation is managed. And this is where the cash flow comes into its own. You've now got a 13-week window where you're looking ahead and you can see the potential problems for your cash flow. Now, what can we do to alleviate this particular problem? Well, we could offer incentives to customers to pay us early by offering them a discount. We could contact our suppliers and see if they would agree to a phased payment plan to clear their liabilities. We could even contact revenue if necessary and explain to them the current cash flow position and see if they will accept a delayed payment from us to cover the VAT and the PAYE. We could inject personal cash into the business. We could contact our bank and ask for extended overdraft facilities. The point here is, though, that by constructing a regular 13-week cash flow, we're able to look into the future and be able to predict with a good degree of accuracy the cash position of our business is going to be at a point in time. And when we see that, we can take corrective action to ensure we put in place a strategy, a plan, to make sure that we have sufficient cash coming into our business to meet all of our overheads and outgoings. And this is what the cash flow is all about, putting you back in control. I believe the benefits of using this particular system to visualize what your cash position will be over a 3-month period, if you like, are very clear and are a huge help to the business owner. And by doing them on a regular basis with a bit of practice, it's not as difficult as it may have appeared to you. I hope that you got some benefit and tips and a little bit of value from this particular demonstration. The template is available free of charge and with absolutely no obligation to you. Details of how you can get your hands on this particular template will come up at the end of the video. All that's left for me to say is thank you again for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you all again very soon, and I'll choose another business topic that I hope you all find relevant and interesting. Until then, take care.
So that's it. I hope you got something from the video. As you can see, a 13-week cash flow is a very useful tool for the business owner. Not only will you get in control of your cash, but it will help you stay on top of your debtors and plan payments that are going out over the next 13 weeks. If you'd like a copy of this template absolutely free of charge, then please email info@bmsaccountants.ie and we'll be very happy to send you on the video along with the template. Thank you very much.